In a world where putting refugees on an island that's basically a tropical Mad Max is somehow considered by international observers as inhumane.
Cry me a river. We've all got to go through long, terrifying waits with life-changing outcomes at the end. Because most of us are customers of Telstra.
Thank you for calling Telstra. Sorry about the delay, but I guess now you'll be a little more sympathetic to asylum seekers that have been placed in decade-long detention for doing absolutely nothing morally or legally wrong.
When you put it that way, I can see the irony in wanting desperate people to be treated as cruelly as possible, even though first thing tomorrow I'm going to complain to my friends about. I was on hold for 40 minutes. 40! It is insufferable to wait that long for a simple yes or no answer. But most of my social circle thinks otherwise, so I'll stick with my heartless, ignorant point of view spawned from cheap political expediency because I've now got experience to bring to the dinner table when I'm discussing it with family members and say, let him wait, I had to when I changed me phone plan. Weren't you a woman before? Yeah, but I can change reproductive organs like a snail. I'm your mommy and your daddy. It's genetic!
And one man is willing to go to any measures necessary to please people like that.
Hey! Get away from Ned Kelly's helmet! In for a penny, in for a pound.
Scott Morrison is the international outlaw.
Sometimes you gotta break the law in order to do what's clearly not right.
Handing 41 Tamil refugees over to the Sri Lankan military, which may surprise you to know is against international law just because they're gonna die now.
We don't know that. They could just be tortured for years. Exactly. So why are all these leftards always complaining that it clearly violates international law just because those are the facts? Why do they always have to bring them into the debate?
Good to know that the majority of people in this country are not just indifferent, but actually condoning the modern-day equivalent of handing Jewish people over to the Nazis.
But astoundingly, some of us don't agree with genocide, like those on the Liberal Party Facebook page clearly do, so let's explain it to those that seem to think that stopping boats is like stopping goals in a netball match. The less they're dead in, the better. I don't know if I'll be able to understand your analogy. You probably won't be using the phrase, get the economy moving again every second sentence.
Let's give it a go anyway.
Handing Tamils back to the Sri Lankan military is kind of like shipping Russell Crowe back to New Zealand.
So, you think you're an Aussie now, do you, Russie boy?
I don't have enough phones for all of them.
Oh my god, we're monsters! How am I supposed to sell real estate with that on my conscience?
Shut up. Stopping the boats is the most humane thing you can possibly do.
It is infallible logic.
According to our Prime Minister, the man that internationally represents Australia in the age of space, food sticks and spotlight.
So nowhere near as far as we thought we'd be if you look at 50 sci-fi, but still, so many fabrics under the one roof, you gotta give us that.
Handing people over to a government that has been found guilty of committing genocide against the very race you're handing over to them is the most humane and compassionate thing you can do.
Want me to say it again? Because I do like repeating myself.
It's kind of like one of those 80s sitcoms where you lock a divorcing couple in the same room and say, and you're not coming out till you settle your differences. Oh, nice. If only they had Full House when I was PM. Yeah, well, that's only a pass in our books, Morrison, with only a 6% majority of Aussies approving of the government essentially killing people that did nothing wrong.
What more do you people want? He's already tried to ice some of them.
1,400 already found to be legitimate refugees' permanent protection visas frozen.
Cold, hard fact.
And even if you do get past the Australian military, which is currently acting in a manner that even Redbeard would praise.
Yo, we patch us to go off here, fellas.
We've also got a fair dinkum Skype interview, which is used to assess if you're a refugee or not.
Get with the 21st century, guys.
Think she's a legitimate case? The line's very crackly. Awesome, reasonable doubt.
There also now has to be a 50% chance that the asylum seeker would suffer significant harm in the country they return to.
Ooh, you've got to hate the world's most desperate a lot to reduce their life to a coin flip.
Pretty bloody stern declaration, isn't it? Fair enough I got banned from Wet n Wild. What if I went postal when someone jumps the queue?
One of the bullets got me in the head.
Yes, that is regrettable that happened.
I guess we'll be resigning, right?
Tony?
Steer the course, matey.
Liberal Party ethics. Taking the moral high ground by inventing a sad folk-grabbing non-issue that appeals to xenophobic idiots by pretending that asylum seeking is illegal, and then getting rid of it illegally.
Please press the subscribe button now.
Come on.